Who is Michael Jackson really? How did this kid from Gary become the king of pop? Can you handle the truth?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk.
There are some people who feel that a person such as yourself, who's been on stage since the age of 5, has grown up in a fantasy, that your life is a fantasy.
I have seen many worlds, not just one.
I mean, imagine, from the age of 5, you've been able to create a whole world.
That's true. That's how I feel.
Your family was not wealthy when you started out. You were pretty young. I don't know if you would remember. Were there a lot of sacrifices involved?
Yeah, we weren't wealthy, but we weren't poor. My father always prepared for the family, and as well as my mother. Always wonderful. And that's very important. They made sure we, got the right things for ourselves. Strong parents I think, are very important, especially in our situation. If he hit me, I would hit him back, which was terrible. And I would run around the house and hide and all that stuff. But I would really get it more than anybody.
Do you think your father was too strict?
Yes. No, he's gonna kill me.
He's gonna get you still worried about that. Well, he feels that he was strict.
I'm glad he said it. Now I'll say it, yes. Did he?
What does it feel like to see that? People yelling, Michael, Michael.
I'm two different people, on and off stage. But I formed a personality that's me, and I can't get away from that. It's the whole overall thing it's hard to deal with. It really is. It's a hard situation, and it's something I have to put up with.
You've always been Michael Jackson on stage.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. It's a hard situation. It is. And it's something I have to put up with.
It must be hard to have real friends.
Yes.
Do you feel grown up?
I've been around grown people, since I was 5. I mean, on tour, backstage with all the musicians and the singers, and I feel grown up for ages, all my life. There's other kinds of sounds of music that I love to do. It hurts what is inside of me, and it can't get out, and it's hidden from the world. Studio 54.
Why? Why is it your favorite?
It has a wonderful feeling. When I walk in there, I just get so excited. The lights and the people. It's just almost like going to a play, performance. I usually go there, and Liza Minnelli, and she pulls me out on the floor. We get to dancing, and we just have the time of our lives. Or Brooke Shields supposed to be there. Chic, it's one of my favorite groups. I like songs that touch the heart and that stay with a person for a lifetime. And that's what's important to me and to the people. And that's what I'm here for. And I get things done the way I want them to be done.
Are you willful?
In what way?
I mean, you have your own ideas of what you want to do, and you're going to do them?
Oh, yeah. I deal through feeling.
And then you want to act on it?
Yeah. Actually, you're becoming like a stage addict. I really am. Like when there are off days and there is no show, I'm up at night dancing just to sing. It's really strange. Because I'm an addict. Can't help it. I think a man is a person who achieves his goal and make all his dreams come true for himself and for the people.
And what you enjoy the most about being on stage is?
It's a great question. So I feel I'm doing my job, and that's what makes me happy. So we're feeding one another, and it's a wonderful thing.
Michael's not here.
I let things create themselves. If that's meant to be, it'll happen. And I believe in the force, and it'll tell me when.
He wanted his music to make a difference. He wanted his music to heal.
Obsessive vision. He saw his greatness, and nothing could stop him. Practice freak. Didn't just dream it. He obliterated his limits in the practice room. Innovation assassin. Killed the competition by breaking the rules. Mental machine. Bounced back from hate with unbreakable will. Inner fire. Burned so bright. It redefined pop music.
Last month, I've gone from "where is he" to "here he is again." But I must confess, it feels good to be thought of as a person, not as a personality. Because I don't read all the things written about me. I wasn't aware that the world thought I was so weird and bizarre. But when you grow up, as I did, in front of 100 million people since the age of 5, you're automatically different. The last few weeks, I have been cleansing myself, and it's been a rebirth for myself. It's like a cleansing spirit. I love you too. My childhood was completely taken away from me. There was no Christmas, there was no birthdays. It was not a normal childhood. No normal pleasures of childhood. Those were exchanged for hard work, struggle, and pain, and eventual material and professional success. But as an awful price, I cannot recreate that part of my life, nor would I change any part of my life. However, today, when I create my music, I feel like an instrument of nature. I wonder what delight nature must feel when we open our hearts and express our God-given talents. The sound of approval rolls across the universe, and the whole world abounds in magic. Wonder fills our hearts for what we have glimpsed for an instant, the playfulness of life. And that's why I love children and learn so much from being around them. I realize that many of our world's problems today, from the inner city crime to large-scale wars and terrorism and our overcrowded prisons, are a result of the fact that children have had their childhood stolen from them. The magic, the wonder, the mystery, and the innocence of a child's heart are the seeds of creativity that will heal the world. I really believe that. What we I love you too. What we need to learn from children isn't childish. Being with them connects us to the deeper wisdom of life, which is ever present and only asked to be lived. They know the way to solutions that lie waiting to be recognized within our own hearts. Today I would like to thank all the children of the world, including the sick and deprived. I am so sensitive to your pain.
First of all, I'd like to thank God.
First, I'd like to thank God. I would also like to thank God.
First, I'd like to thank God who makes all things possible.
First, I'd like to thank God who makes all things possible.
Are you very spiritual?
In what sense?
I mean, do you meditate? Do you understand that there's something bigger than yourself at work here?
I believe in God, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I believe in spirituality, and I believe in a higher source such as God. I read everything. I like to read. I love to study.
Are you a prayerful person?
Pardon?
I said, are you a prayerful type person?
Oh, yeah, I pray a lot, yeah. I see a beautiful sunset, I say, God, that's beautiful, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Or a baby smile, or a butterfly's wings, or anything like that, you know.
And on Sundays, I would go pioneering, the term used for the missionary work that Jehovah's Witnesses do. Since I was already a celebrity, I would have to put on a disguise, a fat suit, a wig, a beard, and glasses. And we would spend the day in the suburbs of Southern California, going door to door or making the rounds of shopping malls, distributing our Watchtower magazines.
The way we were raised and the values my father instilled in us as youth. And she was always there with the Bible, teaching us. We'd go to, service all the time, like 4 times a week. And I'm so glad we did that because those values are very important. I don't know if I could have done as well without them.
There's no set time that I write. I wrote a song in the Concorde, 50,000 feet in the air, and didn't have a tape recorder, so I had to remember it. And I got home and put it on tape, so they just come.
Where do you think the gift came from?
God. No, I love what I do. I didn't ask to be a singer. I'm honored to be chosen. I didn't ask to write songs, and I'm happy to be chosen to do it.
And it's hard to say how one creates music because it's hard for me to take credit. I feel it's more spiritual and heavenly than I can't take credit for it.
no one can quite say what the creative process is, because I have nothing to do with it almost, because it's created space. It's God's work, not mine. It just comes. Songs just kind of create themselves, so I don't want to dissect it really, I let it happen.
So when you're standing there and there's a sea of people responding to you, screaming your name as they were, what does that feel like?
Love. You feel lots of love, and I feel blessed and honored to be able to be an instrument of nature that was chosen to give them that, what I give them. I'm very honored and happy about that.
An instrument of nature, that's an interesting way to describe yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. Most of us spend our lives trying to figure out what the purpose of our being here is. What do you think yours is?
My purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I think to give in the best way I can, through song and through dance and through music. I mean, I am committed to my art. I believe that all art has as its ultimate goal the union between the material and the spiritual, the human and the divine. I believe that to be the reason for the very existence of art. Mm-hmm. And I feel I was chosen as an instrument to just give music and love and harmony to the world. I feel I should do something. That's what God gave us talent for, to give and to help people and to give back. And I try to be kind and generous and to people and to do what I think God wants me to do. Sometimes I pray and I say, where do you want me to go next, God? What do I do from here? So I'm very spiritual in that way. I always have been, though. It's nothing new.
So what is it about children in distress? You mentioned the tsunami relief effort.
Yes.
What is it? Is it your own fatherhood that motivates that?
Caring and reading the Bible, learning about God, Jesus, love. Jesus said, bring on the children, imitate children, be like little children, and to take care of others, to take care of old people. When I see children, I see the face of God. That's why I love them so much. That's what I see. I love to do things for children, and I try to imitate Jesus. And I'm not saying I am Jesus. I'm not saying
we're clear on that.
Right. I'm trying to imitate Jesus in the fact that he said to be like children, to love children, to be as pure as children are, and to make yourself as innocent and see the world through eyes of wonderment and the whole magical quality of it all. And I love that. And we were raised with those values. Those are very important values. And my family and I, we were raised with those values, and they continue strong in us today. So if I can open my gates, and those gates open, and that bliss, explosion of screaming and laughter from the children, and they run past the bridge, they run on the rides, I say, thank you, God. I feel I won God's smile of approval, because I'm doing something that brings joy and happiness to other people. I have been strengthened in my fight to prove my innocence by my faith in God and by the knowledge that I am not fighting this battle alone. Jokes of Henry Ford, they said he was ignorant, didn't have a college degree, because he dropped out of school. Disney dropped out of school. They took Ford to court to prove his intelligence. That's how far he yeah. And he's a man that shaped and changed our culture, our customs, the way we live, the way we do things. And I think God plants those seeds through people on the earth to bring some bliss, some escapism, some joy, some magic. Because without entertainment, what would the world be like? What would it really be like? It would be a totally different world.
Because I'm just a person who want to be honest and do good and make people happy and give them the greatest sense of escapism through the talent that God has given me, That's where my heart is. It's all I want to do. That's all. I just want to say, look, leave me alone and let me do what I want to do, which is share and give and put a smile on people's face and make their heart feel happy.
Prince steps off the stage and plays the bass in Michael Jackson's face. Rips the freaking bass in 10 different pieces. Make a longer story shorter, Michael Jackson leaves and goes home and says, meet me in the house for breakfast. So I go to his house for breakfast, knock on the door. First words he says, why was Prince playing the bass in my face? Prince, he's just being nice, No, Prince, he's always been mean.
I got my head up against the door and I'm listening. People are running and I'm hearing screaming and all that stuff. Listen, and all of a sudden, it starts to get quiet. I'm like, yo. And I hear, hey. I'm like, oh, and I turn around and Michael Jackson is behind me in the closet. I was like, oh, Mike? I was like, hey, how you doing? Oh, what? Hey, what's up, man? What do you think's going on out there? Suge and them tripping. Suge's always tripping. All that success and he can't figure out how to be happy. Yeah, it's crazy, Mike. So you like comic books? Yeah. I love comics, Mike. I love comics. You know, I don't know nothing about no comic books, but I'm here with Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna tell him that. Yeah, I've got a Fantastic Four, first edition, number 4.
Oh, he just got into the habit of wherever I was staying, he'd just call the hotel and ask for my room and put on funny voices. And I'd never met him. He would always start off being kind of gruff, like he was the hotel management and there was some kind of problem, you know?
I'd say that's less surprising than saying you're Michael Jackson.
And then if I got kind of irritated, he'd go,
How are you? It's only Michael.
We'd be riding in the car, Michael just be jamming to the beat. He'd be like, boom, 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 boom. Michael be getting down. He just play that boom, 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 boom. All of a sudden, you know, it's cool until he starts saying the words. That's when it sounds crazy. He's like, you see me in the club with a bottle full of bub. And Michael, no. Don't sing the words. Chris, I love that song, Chris. I love that beat. I love it, Chris.
I walked in his trailer. He said, have a seat. And, you know, he always talked like he was whispering. That's the other thing. That was a big difference between me and Mike. I'm Mike, what's up, man? Hey, Steve, how you doing? You know, when he laughed.
Then, Steve Harvey has a surprise encounter in Jackson's trailer.
I said, Mike, what do little white kids keep running through your trailer? He said, white kids? Where? He came out the back. I said, there they go right there. He said, those are my kids.
Saw Michael Jackson in the courtroom, and my brother looked like a FAO Schwartz nutcracker. He had a red jacket with a hat, with a feather. I think he even had the 2 lions right here. And I think somebody might have put a walnut in it to crack it. I'm not sure.
Me, Michael Jackson, whoever else. The Michael Jackson trailer was right next to mine. And we were blowing like a broke stove. And Mike opened the curtain and looked over and said, "Hi, Snoop." I said, "You want to hear something, Mike?"
No, thank you.
That really happened? Michael Jackson didn't become the king of pop by playing it safe. Are you ready to crush your limitations and build unstoppable wealth? This channel is your roadmap to financial domination. Subscribe now and unlock the secrets used by the most successful people to achieve their wildest dreams. Don't settle for mediocrity. Unleash your inner wealth-building machine.